Hello, friends. My name is James Hopkins, and as always, I'm joined by my good friends Bryan Castiglione and Anthony Alessino, as well as my younger brother, Jack Hopkins. On this show, we're all about parlays, overs, unders, spreads, and money lines. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Parlay-Vous.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Parlay-Vous podcast. First and foremost, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your holiday with your family. If you're listening to this after the holiday, I hope you had a great, safe, happy time. Let's get right down into it. We're not going to talk about the Thursday games because we spoke about them on the last episode briefly. And by the time you listen to this, those games are probably over anyway. So we're going right into college football, Super Saturday Showdown. We entered this past week with a 16-8-3 record. This week's picks were under 40.5 in the Rutgers-Penn State game. That cashed. Michigan minus 19 did not cash. JMU minus 9 did not cash. That's 1-2 for the week, which is, I haven't had an 0-3 week yet, which is cool. But 1-2, not amazing. Mm-hmm. That moves us to 17-10-3 on the year, which is still a 56% hit rate on college football. Rivalry week. Big week in college football. Lots of fun games. I wanted to pick more than 3, but for the sake of consistency, I'm just keeping it at 3 picks. Got a lot of fun matchups. A lot of matchups that might be happening for the last time. Grow the fuck up on that side of the room. A lot of matchups happening for the last time. A lot of matchups that will be jumping from one conference to the next. Right off the bat here, we have number 20th ranked in the country, University of North Carolina Tar Heels at NC State. Drake May coming off of his worst performance as a starter in college football last week against Clemson. His second worst performance in his career at North Carolina was last year against NC State. NC State is playing for an opportunity to have a better record than UNC this year. They're already bowl eligible, but they get to really play spoiler to North Carolina on the way out. I'm taking NC State +3. Go Wolfpack. Next, we have the Iron Bowl. Always a good one, always a fun one to watch. We got Alabama, eighth in the country, Alabama, at Auburn. Auburn, now, for those who care, this is the 10-year anniversary of the Kick Six in the Iron Bowl. And last year, it took Alabama overtime to get out of there with the win. This year, I just believe they're on a roll. They've only gotten better every week. Saban's figured it out with arguably his worst passing quarterback of the last at least 5, if not 10 years. Defense plays really well. They run the shit out of the ball. They take care of it well. Auburn is imploding. They absolutely got decimated last week. I'm going to take Alabama -14.5. And then for the final pick this week, we have Washington State at Washington. This is one of those games that could be being played for the last time. As it stands right now, Washington State and Oregon State will be playing in the Pac-2 next year. I don't know if you were there for this, Anthony. They've already gotten the permission. They'll be playing as a 2-team conference next season, and we'll figure out where they go from there. Washington, as is every other team in the Pac-12, they're all dispersing. I believe Washington's going to the Big 12.
They got permission for a pack too. That's amazing.
Yeah,
okay.
For at least next year. And then after that, they're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Washington State at Washington. This game obviously has major playoff implications for Washington, being the first team on the outside looking into the college football playoff as it speaks. Probably playing for the right to play in the Pac-12 championship in the final year here. Cam Ward, quarterback of Washington State, is 3rd in the nation in passing attempts. Michael Penix Jr., obviously quarterback for the Washington Huskies, 10th in the nation in passing attempts. Both these teams throw the ball a ton. Washington's kind of settled into the running game the last couple of weeks, but it's still not scaring me off. These are 2 high-octane aerial attacks. The over-under is set at 68.5 points, and I'm taking the over.
Jeez.
Final score, 44-24. Those are college football picks this week. I don't have as much. The last 3 weeks, I haven't had as much statistical analysis and breakdown. This week, because we're recording on Tuesday, I didn't have the time. It is what it is. All the numbers aren't there yet. What are you going to do? Those are the picks. We're hoping to get to 20 wins this week. That would be electric if we could get to 20 wins on the year. 56% winning percentage, not bad, right? I mean, what's a good winning percentage for pros, Alice? You know, what would you say? 52?
Yeah, 52 to 54 usually, but you gotta
Now, granted, I'm not picking every game every week, but
you don't know the take, right? Are you plus or minus units?
oh, I mean, they're almost all exclusively minus 110 bets, so I would definitely be plus units for sure.
No, it's probably closer because every 10. So because the rake every 10 you're gonna end up taking back. You know what I mean? Every minus 110, the 10 of the minus 110 it adds up. But I would say that people more so care about their money over the wins and losses. Wins and losses are good, but yeah, if you get, I mean, those sound like good picks, well thought out. And you know me, I'm not really a college guy, so it's tough for me to even back them. But yes, that's a good winning percentage regardless. That's right around the professional level.
I mean, JMU just flat out didn't show up, and I didn't expect that of them last week. You know, big. We talked about this. I don't think you weren't.
Their biggest game in how long?
What?
That's their biggest game ever.
Well, college game day came to town. They were undefeated going into it. It's their first year in the Sun Belt Conference playing real big boy FBS football. They're upset that they weren't, you know, the NCAA has not granted them the ability to play in the Sun Belt Championship, nor are they bowl eligible, as is typically standard of teams moving from the FCS to the FBS. But also the standard is like you ease yourself into the schedule of a full-blown Division I FBS schedule, and JMU did it. First year they took a full Sun Belt schedule. So I was really thinking like they had a lot of UCF from a couple of years ago, like 2019 UCF. Is that the year? They were undefeated and not ranked. So that was a miss. And then, hey, Maryland hung tougher than I thought. Only lost by a touchdown. Made it a game in the second half. All season long, Michigan, they dominate second halves and blow teams out of the water and crush their will. And Talia Tagovailoa and that Maryland offense, they hung around.
Right.
So
yeah,
those are the picks. Hopefully we get some wins. Just keep it on moving to last week. We're going to review the handicapping. Not a good week.
No, definitely not.
Last week I went 4-9-1. Bryan went 6-7-1. Jack went 5-9. My overall record on the year is 46-54-5. Bryan is 46-54-5. Jack is 46-55-4.
It's insane.
It is pretty crazy how similar we all are here. Do you have your numbers? I figured that you're over with.
I did. I only won 5 games last week.
One better than me, brother.
And for the year, which is every single game all year, no ties, I'm 72-90. Not good.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's been a tough year.
Sure has. I really, this year, I don't know what it is, but this year, every year feels like it's getting tougher since we started the podcast.
Defenses are getting better. That's really what I think.
I'm at a point now where I look at the fucking lines and I'm like, I don't close my eyes and pick.
That's how I felt today.
Like,
I was like, I have no fucking clue how this is going to go.
Yeah, I don't even, when it comes time to make a bet, I'm like, I don't know, pick the team whose jersey I like better.
Tease everything down to 2.5.
Yeah.
And just pray.
So I guess we'll handicap now. We will go for the Week 12 handicapping.
Cool.
Our first matchup here. Well, we already, for those people who may have missed Tuesday, we already did the Thursday games on Tuesday's episode. So all 4 of us are on Detroit minus 7.5. All 4 of us are on Dallas minus 11. Jack and Alessino are on Seattle plus 7. Me and Bryan are on San Fran minus 7. Black Friday matchup. Miami at New York. Miami's minus 10. Anthony, what do you got?
He's
Give me
thinking.
Miami.
I'm also going to go ahead and take Miami.
Me too. What do we feel, Jack? What are we thinking?
I'm gonna do it.
You taking the Jets?
Jet Life Stadium, baby.
Little Black Friday
In classic Jets
discount
fashion.
win.
Little Black Friday, jet the fuck up.
Stun on these hoes.
All right.
In classic Jet fashion, Tim Boyle's gonna come out and not throw for 400 yards because Mike White, but can never be better than that guy.
I can't lie. Part of me thought about taking the Jets too, but I just.
It's classic Jets fashion. We fucking Zach Wilson sits, fucking a backup quarterback shows up. It's the fucking Jets cycle, to be
The
honest with
unfortunate
you.
part of it, and we'll get right back into it real quick. I have a feeling with Tim Boyle being in, they're just gonna move Garrett Wilson around, and he's just gonna get fucking targeted the whole entire game. I feel like
That's what I'm saying.
because they can't
I
have him
think
running.
Jalen
with
Phillips is going to record 6 sacks.
They can't have him running around with Jalen Ramsey on him. They're gonna have to. Move
I
him around.
think that
And Jalen might follow him too.
defense is going to show up for a full game and respectfully keep it closer than it should be. Whether that's within 10 or not is the debate. So I'm going to say they keep it within, probably they lose by 14. But it looks like it should have been,
Closer.
they should have looked.
Yeah.
Did we just lose him? Did you speak?
No.
No,
Oh,
he's good.
I thought we lost you. All right. New Orleans at Atlanta. New Orleans is -1.
I'm going to take New Orleans off the bye.
So am I.
I am as well.
Yeah, I feel that way as well. I'm
And
gonna
we'll
take New
all
Orleans.
lose on it next week.
I just don't buy Arthur Smith or Atlanta. I don't buy Desmond Ritter. I
It
don't
sure
buy any
feels
of
that
it.
way.
The only part of the Atlanta team I buy
Oh.
is the cornerbacks and Bijan.
So hold that thought when we're done with that parlay that I put at the beginning of the year. We'll check the numbers.
On all of the division winners.
No, just the two.
Okay.
Saints and Jacksonville Jaguars.
Pittsburgh -1 at Cincinnati.
I'm gonna
Pittsburgh.
take Pittsburgh. Yeah.
I'm going to take Cincinnati.
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh as well. Pittsburgh just fired Matt Canada today,
Yeah.
so maybe we'll see some creativity on the offensive end of the
Hey,
football.
listen, I'm going to alt line. I'm going to
You
alt
can't,
line.
it's handicap.
Pitt -6.5 alt line with Najee scoring twice.
That's gonna be the bet you make.
That's a
Yep.
bet.
Hold on. I'll read you the post I just showed Brian. It's a thread. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah, that he finished last in every offensive category throughout his tenure.
No, it's nothing factual. It's just that when Steelers fans realized that Pickett's going to throw for 120 yards and 0 touchdowns this week after they thought firing Matt Canada would fix the offense. It's a guy with a painted cloud makeup on his face.
Uh,
I mean, it happens to the Yinzers, so.
This guy's just throwing racial slurs back there.
Wait.
No, it's not. I'm joking.
I was going to
It's
say,
not a
dude,
racial
do I have to
slur.
make a quick Google?
No. Carolina Panthers at Tennessee. Tennessee -3.5. This one feels easy, which scares me, right?
You're right.
Yeah, nothing about the Carolina Panthers scares me. The only thing that scares me about the Carolina Panthers is that there's a man named Tremble on the team.
Tommy Tremble.
Yeah, dude. Tennessee.
I'll go Tennessee. I don't feel good about
You're
it.
going Tennessee also.
Oh, yeah, dude.
What are you gonna do, Alcino?
Panthers.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
It's
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Panthers.
So now I feel like I'm on the losing side of things.
because
You
you're
are.
on the side with me.
No,
I-
because
Me and Jack usually hit together though.
I felt so confident about Tennessee that I wanted to swerve myself and go Carolina. There's nothing
I
to do with
feel,
it.
actually feel pretty good about the Panthers. I don't know why.
I don't think they win this game, but I think
You're going to feel horrible next week.
I think they could cover this. I
They
don't
lose
know if
by
they
3,
win.
for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like.
Yeah, 2. They're up by 1.
Right.
And then Tennessee comes down and kicks a field goal at the end of the game.
100%. That's the script.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Indianapolis. Indianapolis is -2.5. Give me the Buccaneers.
Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bucks.
I'm going to take the Bucks.
Fuck all, yeah.
Okay.
It's just pick related. I love you guys wholly as a unit.
Oh, thank you.
Pats -3 at Big Blue in Jet Life Stadium.
Oh, God.
G-Men.
You're taking the G, man?
Taking the G-Men.
I'll ride with some Iron Giants.
I'm taking the Giants too.
Give me some of that Jersey juice, baby.
I'll take the Giants as well.
And I ain't talking
Yeah.
about
Not
steroids.
confident.
Make sure the cutlets are fucking thin.
It seems like they have the Patriots number.
Yeah, it's...
There's going to be another Kayvon Thibodeau 3.5 sack performance.
Yeah.
When,
Yeah, probably.
when the lights are low and the competition is subpar, Kayvon Thibodeau looks like a Pro Bowler.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The lights are low.
When nothing matters.
Not when nothing matters, but like when
it doesn't matter.
when it's a bottom 10 left tackle that he's faced up against, he's like, I'm going to eat today.
Yeah.
A fucking
Today
heat.
I'm going to kill it.
Jacksonville -1.5 on the road at Houston.
I'll take Houston. Because we have a problem in Jacksonville.
What's the problem in Jacksonville?
They have white Dak Prescott playing.
Okay.
I'm going to take Jacksonville.
Alcino.
I'm gonna take Houston.
Yeah.
I'm going Duval.
Duval.
Duval County,
A
baby.
nice little split. A nice
Cleveland
little
Cleveland
difference.
Browns are going to be road dogs in Denver. Denver's -2.5. Give me the Broncos. 4-game winning streak, by the way. Broncos were 1-5. Stick a fork in them. Russ is done. Sean Payton can't coach. Now they're 5-5 on the border of competing for a playoff spot
They
in
are
the
turning it
AFC.
around.
Say the spread again.
The spread's Denver -2.5.
Yeah, Denver.
I
I just think that Denver defense has always been more real than
Brian,
anyone
you
was
want to
willing
use?
give them
I
credit
was
for.
gonna say, do you want to use the power up right now? Sorry.
Power up for what?
Yeah, we're just using.
Yeah, honestly, I'm leaning towards Cleveland
let's
anyway.
go Cleveland,
Yeah,
Brian.
I'll take Cleveland.
All right, Jim. Sorry, I cut
You know what I love when I listen to podcasts is when the people on the podcast talk over each other.
He didn't mean to do it.
I mean,
I'm riding with Jack. I'm going to take Cleveland as well.
All right.
I saw Brian was struggling a little bit, so I thought I'd help a brother out.
Yeah, I was leaning towards Cleveland. I needed a reason.
The Los Angeles Rams
Yeah.
are -1 at Arizona.
Spicy.
I'm going to go Rams.
I'm gonna go Arizona.
Rams.
I'm going to go Arizona.
Oh, Brian,
Good old
doubling
splitter.
down.
Good old splitter. Kansas City Chiefs -8.5 at Las Vegas. The Kansas City Chiefs are currently the worst second half offense in the NFL. Yes, worse than the Jets.
Yeah.
They're averaging
Raiders.
5.3 points per game per second half. They're obviously leading the league in drops. It seems like the team offensively has a identity crisis going on right now.
And
And
they'll win the Super Bowl.
They might, but currently I don't think 8.5. I think it's too much.
Me too.
I think 8.5 is too much.
I'm going Raiders. Going Raiders.
I'm going
I'm
Raiders.
going to go Raiders too. I'm going to go Raiders because I feel like for the last couple of years, even though the Raiders haven't been great, they always play Kansas City close.
100%.
Yeah,
They always
play
always
close.
play.
They
also
always
beat
play
them.
them close, and they've been playing lights out for the most part since Pierce took over.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take the Chiefs.
Buffalo at Philadelphia. Philadelphia is -4. I don't want to go first.
Philadelphia.
I'll also go with Philly.
Give me Buffalo.
Are you fucking kidding?
No, he's going to take Buffalo because they fired the coordinator.
They fired the coordinator last week, though. It's before the Jets game.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was after the Broncos game.
Mhm.
Short week. I remember that. It was Monday.
Here's the thing. I don't think Buffalo is that great, but I don't think Philly is as advertised. You know?
You've said that all season, and they're 9-1.
Yeah, and who's the 1-2? Who is the one loss against? Is it
Yeah,
Zach
the
Wilson?
Jets, Yeah.
Is it Zach fucking Wilson?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going Philly. gonna knock him out.
What a fucking pivot.
Dude, you just fucking no-selling me, dude? You just fucking
You did just say the
swerving
shit out
the
of
shit
it.
out of me?
It was funny though.
Baltimore minus 3.5 on the road against the Chargers. The Chargers suck like a lot of cheeks, and I'm going Ravens.
I'm also going Ravens.
Go Birds.
Rex Ryan on fucking TV the
Yeah,
other day
I heard it. This should be
said
the easiest
Brandon
one.
Staley
Raven.
should go back to Division III football where he belongs.
Around the NFL was like, we don't understand why he's still employed. Like, it's amazing that
I've
he
been
still has
calling
a
for his job for, what, 2 years now?
Yeah, we have.
They were
Ravens
playing.
too.
They were playing the clips of him. Apparently, he was getting like snippy with a reporter asking him like all these questions and Dan Hansis, who I was talking about, was saying probably because the hot seat's probably finally like we're there.
Yeah.
Like we're finally there.
They asked him if they were going to make any changes on the coaching staff or if he was going to continue to call the defense, and he said, "I'm going to keep calling the defense. Stop asking that question."
That's what it was. Yeah.
I'm going to keep calling the defense. And it's like, well, maybe, first of all, when you're the head coach of an NFL franchise, that's part of the job is answering those questions. So don't be upset. Your unit is not producing. Your specific unit, you're the one calling the plays. There have been a lot of really good coaches in the NFL that were great coordinators that once they became head coaches, they had to cede play calling to somebody else. Saleh don't call the defense. Jeff Ulbrich does. You know,
Right.
It's hard to be the head coach of a team and also call one particular side of the ball.
Right.
That's what you sign up for when you sign a fucking NFL head coaching contract. He's soft.
We need his pick.
We need your pick here.
What, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ravens Chargers.
Oh, all day Ravens.
Okay.
Just making sure. Chicago at Minnesota. Minnesota's minus 3.5. Give me the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Bears.
All right, Brian, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm taking
Minnesota.
You guys love Josh Dobbs way too much just because he's an astronaut.
The passion.
He's the
Is that
pastronaut,
what you meant
first
to
of
say?
all.
What are you giving
Is that
me?
what you meant to say?
What?
They love
Passionate?
people love Dobbs too much, dude.
No. Yeah, I think people love Dobbs too much, and people, I don't know. A lot of the Jets fans are like, oh, fucking Kirk Cousins went down, and they went around right away and added Josh Dobbs, and now look at them.
Is that a narrative going around?
That's
I've never even heard about that.
the Jets, yeah.
Oh, really?
Because Rodgers
Yeah,
got
yeah.
hurt, and they didn't do anything about fixing it, and then fucking right away Cousins goes down, and they trade for Dobbs, and look at them. I don't know. Look, when Dobbs inks a 3-year, $100 million contract in March, are you going to feel good about it as a Vikings fan? That's how
No,
you should answer the question.
He's not inking that.
I'm just
What if it's 3 years, $60 million? When the
Whoever
Vikings,
did-
when the Vikings enter next season committed to Josh Dobbs as the starter, how are you going to feel about it?
oh my God, that they're gonna get the #1 pick.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna love it, when I see that Justin Jefferson decides to play. I'm just gonna
They
love
said
that
week
for the
14 the
handicap.
earliest.
He's gonna hurt the team, but go on.
Go on.
I agree, by the way. I do think he's going to hurt the team. All right. So last week, let's talk mortal locks.
Oh, boy.
I had Washington 8.5, dud. Dallas minus 10.5. That one was easy. Pittsburgh plus 1.5. They lost by 3. What are we going to do? Arizona was the glizzy god, and there were points in that game where it looked like they could win. They wound up pushing on the spread, so no harm, no foul betting against the spread, I guess. It wasn't a win, but those were my picks last week.
It's on the back of the sheet. If you want to hand me that, I can do mine real quick.
My bad.
Thank you. So I went 2-1 on the locks. I had Detroit minus 3, Washington minus 8, which felt the most confident out of all of them. Dallas minus 5.5. Dallas minus 10.5. My glizzy did not hit, unfortunately. It was the Arizona Cardinals.
Detroit was minus 3.
That's what I have. Am I going crazy? Yeah. We had the listed. Oh no, minus 8. I wrote
Yeah.
minus 3 on here.
Yeah,
I fucked up.
yeah. I was going to say, there's no way they were
So I
minus
went 1 and 2 then.
three. Yeah.
Not 2 and 1. Sorry about that. I don't know why the fuck I wrote 3 on there.
So what was I?
You're right here.
I'm over here. So Houston -5 covered. Pitt -1.5 did not cover. Minnesota -2 did not cover. Then I took Carolina plus 10.5 like a dickhead, and
It did not cover.
Also didn't cover. Okay. As a team, we split 3 bets 3-way, even 3 ways. Pittsburgh money line, Detroit -8, Washington -8.5. We lost the whole 1,000. It's now entering scary hours here. We're -$2,332 on the year. We haven't had Alessino here on a single Thursday all season, it feels like, to help us place bets. So, no pressure, but we're going to need some help here to dig us out of this hole that we dug ourselves into. But before we get into that, let's make some locks and some glizzies.
Let's see. Oh, you guys need this list, right? My handwriting is small, so if you want to take it.
I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll hold it right out here for you so that way we can all see. I'm gonna lock up Indianapolis -2.5. I'm gonna lock up Houston +1.5, and then I'm gonna lock up Arizona +1, and then my fucking glizzy god of the week is gonna be the New York Jets.
All right.
So that was Indy. I'll get the numbers. It was Indy.
Yes.
Who else?
Houston,
Houston, and what was your third?
Arizona.
And we took Jets for the Blizz. Alright, I'll get those numbers later. Blizz. You know what you got? No?
No.
Ready? I'll go.
Go ahead.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Are you guys writing them down on your end?
I can write it down for you.
All right.
I'll
Steelers
check.
-1 for a lock. Rams -1 for a lock. And Dolphins -10 for a lock.
Glizz?
Buccaneers +2.5.
It's gotta be 3.
Fine. Panthers +3.5.
Alright.
I'm definitely going to do Ravens -3.5. I am going to take Jacksonville -1.5. And I'm going to go New Orleans -1. My glizzy god's going to be the Chicago Bears +3.5.
Alright. Let me see that mic real quick. Alright, so I'm gonna lock up Baltimore -3.5, Arizona -1. The third one, I think I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay -2, even though I know that's kind of a fucking risk. And the glizzy's gonna be the Giants, because I feel like I should come back around and give them a little bit of credit. So
Tampa Bay's +2.5.
sorry.
Your glizzy's going to be the Giants, huh?
Yeah.
So we have 4 different glizzies this week.
Tough.
We got 4 different glizzies. We got the Jets, the Giants, the Bears, and then who'd you take?
He
Me?
took the
Yes, you.
Panthers.
The Panthers. Interesting pick. So we're in a hole here. We got to make some wagers. We got to try to We're not going to try to all get it back in one shot, because if we've learned anything about gambling, that's the way you get yourself in a bigger hole, right? So let's try to be smart about this. Let's try to win some money back here. Anthony, anything on the board that you like? I mean, a lot of us like the Ravens today, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You didn't
I
sound
don't love
super
it,
confident
but I
about
don't-
that.
You know,
What?
not my favorite game, but I could live with it. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm just spitballing here. What do you love?
I
could get behind-
truthfully think I love. I think I love the
Yeah. I could get behind
That's
the Steelers.
tough because Jack's the only one that doesn't like the Steelers.
I could get behind the Steelers playing against a backup quarterback in Cincinnati. What do you want to put on it?
I just feel like I know their season's over. The Bengals pretty much basically know their season's over. The Steelers are a win away from being 7-4. The Browns, who don't have Watson for the rest of the year, are a game away from being 7-4, a loss away from being 7-4. So the Steelers are, although they've been awful on offense, historically awful, they're 1 win away from really controlling their own destiny in the wild card.
I
So-
couldn't agree more.
You know what I mean? If not, everyone begged, including the players, to fire Matt Canada. Yeah. So for them not to come through now would be weird. It's not like the fans were saying it; players were mumbling it right. You basically heard them say it to reporters.
I mean,
Boswell
Chris
said it out
Boswell
loud.
said it out loud in the tunnel.
So now it's like, all right, dude. Then if not now, when? You know what I mean? That's so. I kind of feel like that. The other games, Rams seem a little trappy to me. I don't understand how it's won because, like, for me right now, there's a lot of me that says just put all 1,000 on the Rams because that's crazy. Because I just don't feel like
I
I think
agree.
Cooper Kupp is moving this line.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I really do. But we got two guys in the room that obviously don't. I think Rams feels easy. But every time I feel like something feels easy, I get my dick kicked in. So, what do we want to put on Pitt?
What's a reasonable denomination you're thinking? A quarter?
no, you gotta. I'm not saying risk it all, but you gotta try to climb a little bit harder than that.
So a half?
I think you got to do like a $500 2-team parlay. That'll win you $1,300 with the spreads, and then you're starting to climb out.
I'm not against it. We were all on Detroit. The Thanksgiving games aren't not eligible for this. for
You
this
know who we're
exercise
all
here.
also on? New Orleans.
We are all in the rooms.
You want to get
I
behind
was
the
not
New
on New
Orleans?
Orleans.
What?
Yes, you are.
You are.
You definitely picked them.
Oh, sorry, you're right, but I don't feel high on them. They make me.
You don't feel high on them?
How do we feel about Detroit?
I feel good.
New Orleans is 1-8. Now I know the spread is fucking 1, but New Orleans is 1-8 against the spread this year.
Yeah.
That's a good stat to know.
I mean,
I'm okay
off a
with
bye.
Detroit. Or Dallas. We're all in Dallas too.
Off a bye's got to mean something. Has to mean something, right?
You would think so.
I mean, it's a close game
Are
for
we
them.
getting
It's a
Jameis?
divisional game.
Michael Thomas on
It's a
IR.
must-win game if you want to win the division, because winner of this game takes sole first place in the division. Atlanta's lost 3 in a row. Yeah, let's do it. I could do this. I get behind it. So
So Pittsburgh
Saints
Steelers.
and
Pittsburgh gets it.
Yeah.
let me just cook something quick and see, and then we'll see where we're at.
Yeah, it's 500.
I have an idea of how we go about it. Obviously, we need to do some digging, but we don't have to get crazy. Who do you guys all really love the Ravens? Is that their
I
team?
love the Ravens.
Yeah, I like the Ravens.
Brian does. Jack?
Yeah, we're all on this. Yeah,
Oh,
we're
Jack's
all
on the Ravens
Yeah.
too? He didn't use a lock on the Ravens though, right?
I don't think so. But neither did I. Oh no, I did.
I guess I didn't.
No.
No, you locked Indy, Houston, Arizona.
I mean, yeah, no, my locks this week are, all of my picks differ a lot from you guys, but, I'll get behind Baltimore. If we're all on the same page, we're all on the same page.
Yeah,
Let's not go
Baltimore
fucking
seems
twisting
very-
each other's arms here.
I mean,
Baltimore should kick the living shit out of the Chargers.
Right.
Yeah, they should,
The
but
Chargers
what,
are not
you
a
know,
good team.
it's the Chargers. So are the Chargers going to charge her, or is Brandon Staley going to get fired? What's going to
They
happen?
usually charge you.
The
They're not gonna-
Chargers
they're not going
typically-
to fire him before Sunday, I don't think.
Yeah, and it's a team with a really good defense
But they
that
might
can
fire him
also.
Monday.
Yo, how
So-
wild would it be if he gets fired on Thanksgiving?
They have a really good defense, Baltimore, obviously, and they can keep Herbert off the field on offense. Like, it's not going to be a Jets situation where Herbert gets a million chances.
Right.
You're back. What do you got?
Oh, here's what I got. I mean, Steelers -1, Saints -1, Baltimore Ravens bought down from 3.5 to 3. When we're dealing with this much money, we got to cover ourselves. $1,000 round robin, $250 each way on the 3-team parlay. Everybody gets a 2-team parlay. $250 on all 3 to win. If all 3 hit, we win $4,306 back.
I'm not against
That's with
it
our
at all.
1,000.
We're trying something new.
That's with our 1,000. If 2 hit, I'll give you the odds on if 2 hit for 250 right now. If 2 hit for 250, we break even on the week. We all gotta feel very good about it though. So 2 out of 3 hit, we break even. 3 out of 3 hit, we are up
I feel like that's pretty
about
I feel
1,000
like
for
on
the
every
season.
single Thursday podcast we've ever done this season, I have never heard the word round robin before.
No, we haven't done a round robin all year.
And now
That's why I'm into it.
I'm a little too into it. We'll put it there.
It's a little spicy.
I was about to say something real spicy, and then I said, whoa.
You tailed it back a little bit.
Well, I've already done a lot tonight, so.
I just want to mention one thing about me now, and then we'll you guys let me know what you think.
What was the win if all 3 win? 43?
4307, I believe.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's hear it. On the
Mr.
numbers.
Alessino, fill us in.
So we got the 2 bets from the beginning of the year, and the cash out's available. The picks in the beginning of the year before the season started was Jacksonville Jaguars to win the division, New Orleans Saints to win the division. We are in week 12. They are both leading the division. But it's close. And the Texans are a-coming. I feel them. I feel them coming. So,
What is the win on the cash out?
yeah, DraftKings also feels them coming. So, I originally bet 500 to win. I did separate bets. 500 to win 1687. The cash out right now is 570.
Oh.
And then I have 2 separate of $250. Same bet. And the cash out is $290.
Oh, wow.
Holy fuck, dude.
So
You
I can
got a
cash
ride.
out now for a total profit of
$200?
$110.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck. Yeah, kid, ride. Let it ride. Pray. Did you pray today?
Okay, you're screaming into the earphones.
This is what I said when I said I did too much. Do you not feel my energy?
What do you guys
the momentum?
think?
I don't know.
I think you ride.
There's $750 out there.
So you have one at 250 and one at 500. You wanted to feel good about it. This is the time to cash the small bet, make a small fucking earnings. But you gotta largely let it ride. That $500 bet needs to stay, I think. Because Jacksonville's playing Houston this week, so Jacksonville beats Houston. That's a double whammy.
Right here.
What?
This is the season right here.
Yeah,
Whoever
and
wins.
I believe Jacksonville is going to smash Houston personally. Jack disagrees with me, and that's fine. Houston, they've been counted out before, and they've proved me wrong before. And there's no bigger Stroud boy in the room than me from before he ever put the helmet on. So I understand your concerns here. I would say at the very least, cash out the small bet, let the big bet ride. That's what I would do. We didn't make a $500 bet to win $100, right?
I agree.
So I mean,
I agree.
what are we doing here?
I mean, and who did the Saints play?
The Falcons.
Right. So if the Falcons and the Texans win, they're both in first. If the Saints and Jaguars win, I have a 2-game lead in both divisions.
It's the old 4-game swing.
It's the scariest of hours in Week 12, dude. Week 12
This is what we
know.
would call. Are you ready?
the witching hour.
Not even fucking close, dude. This would be the BDSOW Thanksgiving edition, aka the Big Dick Swing of the Week.
What I need to know, and this is what I really need to know, and I'm gonna look it up right now.
Swing that
And
shit, meat spin.
He got fucking.
Zoom said no mas,
Said,
dude.
You're not
Here's
cooking
what I need to know.
Zoom said no mas, dude. So now, I mean, we were hoping to get this off, but we're gonna have to bring him back here, dude. We're gonna have to bring him back.
Yeah, he's probably putting together whatever he's putting together. But yeah, the round robin shit I think is interesting. It's a nice little kickback.
I think we win something back. I think we break
hope
even,
so.
and then we fucking go from there. But like, oh man,
We haven't tried a round robin all year.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, dude. I was like this.
And the
When
round
the
robin.
fucking round robin showed up, dude. I was like that.
Yeah,
Round
that's pretty
rob-
solid.
Round robins are interesting. So
That's why I was like, oh.
we lost you, Chief.
Horrible timing.
All right, finish up what you were doing there.
So what I need to know, what I just looked up, was the Jaguars played the Texans in Week 3, and the Jaguars got mollywopped.
By Tank Dow.
So if the Jaguars lose this one, they actually lose sole possession of first. It's not even a tie. The Saints, did they play the Falcons yet?
I think they also lost to the Falcons already.
Sounds like a split's coming. Ooh, little split for the division. Good old split.
Right, but that would only be in the event of a tie, though. The split, and then that if they have more wins, it doesn't matter what the division record was.
No, I'm saying the split is in either you win or you're fucked.
In a way, yeah, could
You
be.
know, splitter, I barely
Week
know
18.
her.
What was that?
They played this week and Week 18.
So they
Oh,
haven't
shit.
played yet. All right. So you're not quite in double jeopardy yet.
So we're all in agreement. Let it ride.
Let
Yeah,
that
I would let
shit
it ride. I agree with
ride.
what Hawk said. You didn't bet $500 to win 100.
It's worse than that though, because it's $750 to win 110.
Right.
You didn't wager $750 to win $110. I mean, we're not Rob Newberg.
Right.
Ooh.
But at the same time, it's that money back in the pocket rather than there is no more risk. You know what I mean? Now, max win is 2,500.
I think what you do is if you cash out any of that money, you have to put all of it back down on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
I'm confused what the two have to do in common,
Yeah.
but I mean,
I mean,
I don't
if
know
you
how
just
you
put
got
this-
there either. I really
I
don't know
just
how
don't
you got
understand how
one
we're-
led to the other. I'm confused
I just
about
don't
that as well.
understand how we're just like, yeah, we're cashing out. You know, I understand we want to put that money back in our pocket, but what are we doing?
Look,
We're
here's what I've known you a long time. I've never known you to be a scared man.
yeah.
I've never known you to put
That's
your
very
tail between
true.
your legs and run away, dude.
Yeah, you're the guy that
All right,
says
boy.
scared money don't make no money.
We're watching it. We're watching it with full intent. Then this is a tough Sunday.
It is a
I'm
tough
the biggest Trevor Lawrence fan there absolutely is. On my fantasy team, I'm chasing the playoffs. I got Trevor Lawrence and CJ Stroud as my quarterbacks. It just doesn't get any more poetic than this. This is it. This is absolutely what we play for.
Whichever team loses, that quarterback's getting shipped off your team. That's what it
I'm
sounds like
cutting
to
him.
me.
I'm just
Yeah, you're just
cutting
gonna
him.
cut him. I feel like you just hold him until the offseason and make a trade at that point. You know.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. So I would say
All right.
let it ride. Don't be a pussy.
We're riding it. We're riding it.
Love it. That's the show. It seems.
All right.
We were just saying when we lost you, Jack was like this when you said round robin, dude.
Yeah, we're amped up.
Rock
Yeah, you got
hard.
excited.
Dude,
He was rock hard.
fists clenched.
We're gonna learn a thing or two this week. Watch this. This is a massive win this week.
I hope
I
so.
love the
Massive.
positive energy. I hope so as well. I mean, I believe in all three teams we picked. I really, truly do. Here's my thing.
Yeah.
Are we getting DC or are we getting famous Jameis?
Oh, he's not. I don't even. I literally just checked, and I don't even think I saw him on the injury report.
Okay, well, Burrow wasn't on the injury report last week and his arm exploded.
Well, I can't
He's
control the
still
arm
in the concussion
explosion.
protocol as of yesterday.
Carr is still in the concussion protocol.
Is he?
Yeah.
as of yesterday. There's still some time for him to clear it, though.
I think
But-
Michael Thomas got put on the IR too.
Michael Thomas 100% went to the IR. He's going to miss at least 4 games.
Yeah, they're not that good, and they're really in trouble.
Got to play good
Shaheed,
defense.
baby.
Got to stop letting Taysom Hill fucking touch the ball in the red zone. That guy
Yep.
should be nowhere near a football field unless he's an assistant offensive coach. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Closing remarks?
Yeah. Let's go Saints and let's go Jaguars.
Let's go Saints. Let's go Jaguars.
Happy Thanksgiving. That's pretty much it.
I just want y'all to put the word out that we're cucking again.
Brought to you by House of Havoc Podcast. Stay Thirsty Company, Dino Skate Park, and Justin's Shop Shop in West Hampton Beach. Peace out.
Stay stuffed.